Hey friends, Dr. Sherri here with another Little Lies, Big Truths moment for you today. In case you missed it yesterday, it's on my page. The thriving thought for the week is this. When we attempt to put others in their place, we get stuck in ours. That's right. You've probably heard several different versions of that before, that it's not worth your energy to get mad at people, or it's not worth your energy to let somebody bother you or let somebody offend you. This thriving thought goes a little bit deeper because let's face it, you, me, everyone at some point in their lives has felt wronged. And what is the instinctual, ego-based thing that happens when we feel wronged? We want to get back. We want to make that wrong right. We want to fix it. And typically the person that we look to fix it is the person who's outside of us. It's the person who's quote unquote wronged us, right? Now let me back up just a second. Why do we feel wronged in the first place? You see, a lot of times I think we totally skip over the meat of the situation, which is, why do I feel wronged? Why? Because here's what that means. When you feel wronged, it means that your ego has been bruised. Not like your cocky ego. No, your ego is like what you think about yourself, what you believe about yourself, others in the world. That's like what is in your ego. It's what makes you act, and it's what determines how you think and what you believe and what you see in other people. So if you have a bruised ego, typically we don't look inside of ourselves for the source of that bruising, for the source of that threat. We look outside. So we feel wronged and we want to make it right. So what do we try to do? We try to tell other people about themselves. Now, you know what I'm talking about. How have you ever been so angry because you were wronged that you went and you had to give that person a piece of your mind, right? You had to let them know that what they did was wrong. So there's two truths here I want you to consider. One, and a couple of lies too. Whenever we go to somebody to give them a piece of our mind or to share how wrong they were, to share how wrong we think they were or how wrong their behavior was, really, our motivation is that we're trying to change them. We're trying to get them to see the light, right? To suddenly go, yes, you're right. I'm so wrong. Thank you for pointing out my irresponsible and mean bully behavior. No, it doesn't work that way, right? Here's why it doesn't work that way. Because somebody else's behavior is never going to change because of you. It's never going to exist because of you in the first place. So if your motivation in trying to put someone in their place or give them a piece of your mind is to maybe to get them to change or to see the error of their ways, that's impossible. It's impossible for you to change someone else's behavior. Okay, now let me back up one more step. This should help with that anger we feel and that thing in the pit of our stomach when we feel wronged that says, I've got to go make things right and I've got to go give them a piece of my mind. I've got to go put them in their place. Back up a second. If you can't possibly change someone's behavior by giving them a piece of your mind or putting them in their place, quote unquote, then you can't possibly have earned or done something to have the behavior or the words or whatever it is during the time that you felt wronged. Like if they said or did something to you that you felt wronged, it has nothing to do with you. It's all about them. So for you to feel wronged means that you are making it about you. Sure, the person might have said something to you. The person might have done something to you. But ultimately, people do and say and think based on who they are, not based on who you are. Okay? So you can't take responsibility. You can't feel, it's just kind of an impossibility to feel wronged when somebody does something because it's just really not about you. But here's what happens. When we make the focus on the other person, trying to put them in their place, tell them about themselves, right? We lose ourselves. We get stuck in a place that says you have no power here. In order for this situation to change, in order for you to feel better about it, you've got to go put that other person in their place. And what we know is that you don't feel better. You might feel vindicated for a moment, but it certainly doesn't change anything. And the most important thing that it doesn't change the fact that you felt wronged. So my friend, thriving thought, go from a striving thought to a thriving thought, one that helps you grow and blossom as a person. Why did I feel wronged in the first place? What chord did that strike in me? What do I need to learn here about myself? Why am I letting this person get under my skin? Why am I giving them power and permission over how I feel about myself? Why am I letting them think that I've got to go give them a piece of my mind when what they did really has nothing to do with me, but I'm suddenly making it about me, right? And when I make it about me, I stay stuck. But make it about you in a thriving way. Ask yourself, why do I feel wronged? And if you feel wronged, identify what that thing is. Leia, hush, hush. Sorry, my doggy's excited because the UPS man is here. And, okay, sorry, guys. She totally waylaid me. Anyway, if you feel wronged, it's your responsibility not to go give somebody else a piece of their mind or attempt to put them in their place. It's for you to find out, why am I in this place? Why do I feel wronged? And what do I need to do differently not to give somebody power over me to do that? All right, that's today's Little Lies, Big Truths moment. Please share this with a friend. Comment below. Tell me what your biggest takeaway was. Tell me if what I'm doing here, tell me if these little lies, big truths, how it's having an impact on you. I really want to know. You can message me if you don't want to comment, but I'd love for you to comment. Show the world how you are choosing to have a thriving thought world and how you are choosing to speak truth rather. How you are choosing to speak truth over the lies. I cannot talk today. My dog really threw me off. So that you can thrive in any and every circumstance. We'll talk soon, friends. Bye.